Hello guys, welcome back to the Brutal Investor channel. I hope you guys are having a fantastic day today. In this episode, we're going to talk about a token that recently got launched on Binance, and this token is called Osmosis or the Osmo token, right? Again, as always guys, I highly recommend you guys to do your own research on any of the projects we cover on our channel. And for this project, I recommend you guys to go to the website osmosis.zone in order to learn more about this project, right? But before we talk about that, I want to let you guys know that we'll be using the information present on CoinMarketCap's page for this token, along with some information present on the website itself. But this is only going to be a peripheral analysis, which means you need to do your own in-depth research before you put your hard-earned money onto this token, right? So what is Osmosis? Osmosis is an automated market maker protocol, or AMM, for the Atom ecosystem. So again, Osmosis has been around for quite some time. It's a very less well-known project of the Atom ecosystem, and just like any blockchain projects that have an AMM, Osmosis is one of the main automated market maker on the Atom ecosystem, right? So Osmosis was inspired by Balancer and Uniswap and wants to provide tools that go beyond traditional token swaps and offer user DeFi functionality for a cross-chain world. So obviously this project has had some inspiration from projects like Balancer as well as Uniswap, but those projects exist on the Ethereum blockchain, and therefore Osmosis was created specifically for the Atom ecosystem, and they wanted to not just do traditional swaps, they also wanted to go beyond that in order to achieve other DeFi as well as cross-chain functionality, because Atom is a very important ecosystem for cross-chain DeFi functionalities, right? So for example, developers can build customized AMMs with sovereign liquidity pools, and users can launch liquidity pools with unique parameters like bonding curves and multi-weight asset pools. So some of the examples by which how Osmosis is a little bit different, or it goes beyond what Uniswap and Balancer does, is that they allow for users to create their own sovereign pools and at the same time create bonding curves and customized multi-weighted assets pools, right? So those are all some of the customizations that you can't really find in a traditional AMM like Uniswap or a Balancer, which is specifically available for Osmosis, right? So that means a liquidity pool does not always have to follow a 50-50 distribution between its assets, but can be customized according to the wishes of the party setting up the pool. So obviously, when you use Osmosis, you don't have to set a 50-50 pool. Let's say if you're trying to create a liquidity pool for Osmo tokens and Atom tokens, you don't have to do it in a 50-50 ratio, right? You can do it in a customized ratio, which is not really that common in many other ecosystems as well as AMMs, right? So that's the main focus of what Osmosis does. Osmosis' vision is to build a cross-chain native DEX that connects all of Cosmos' ecosystem and chains. So later it plans to expand to non-IBC chains like Ethereum and chains similar to Bitcoin. So obviously the long-term vision for Osmosis is to not just be within the Atom ecosystem, because they clearly want to become a multi-chain platform. So Atom is an IBC chain, and there are lots of non-IBC chains such as Ethereum as well as obviously Binance Smart Chain or BNB chain, as well as they want to eventually bridge all the way to Bitcoin, which is a very hard chain to kind of like interoperate, because Bitcoin is a legacy blockchain, doesn't really have a lot of functionalities, but the goal of Osmosis is to bridge all the way till Bitcoin, and that's the long-term vision of their platform, right? In this fashion, Osmosis will transfer its unique customization or customizability like custom curve AMMs, dynamic adjustments of swaps fees, and multi-token liquidity pools beyond blockchains in the Cosmos ecosystem. So why do they plan to go beyond the Cosmos ecosystem? They want to basically spread their uniqueness that they are offering to the crypto space to multiple other chains. And imagine trying to customize your own fees for liquidity, and at the same time having non 50-50 pools in blockchains that don't really have that functionality, right? So those kind of things will benefit a lot of users in the long run, and that's why Cosmos wants to become a multi-chain platform, right? So the next section talks about the founders of Osmosis, which I'm not going to cover because it's not really relevant to this video. But let's move on to the most important section: what makes Osmosis unique. So why would you choose to put your money onto Osmosis rather than any other platform, right? The Osmosis blockchain protocol has three key strengths that set it apart from other AMM money market protocols. So they have three main unique features that benefit their platform compared to other platforms. So the first one is Osmosis is customizable liquidity pool. So it has customizable liquidity pools, unlike Uniswap and other platforms like Balancer. So where LPs can provide liquidity only to two token pools with equal ratio, Osmosis allows for providing liquidity to pools with several tokens and unequal ratios. So these are some of the main benefits of Osmosis that you can't find with Uniswap. Osmosis argues that agents in a maturing DeFi market like arbitrageurs and LPs need more flexible solutions that allows them to self-identify opportunities and react to them by adjusting parameters. So obviously they want to give more flexibility to arbitrageurs who wants to trade on a constant basis to make profit, and they are trying to make it flexible for traders as well as arbitrageurs alike, right? So these are some of the main important benefits of Osmosis. The second main benefit is that it provides equal importance to liquidity pool shareholders as well as people who trade. So that's another important benefit of using Osmosis. Again, I'm not going through this, I'm just verbally explaining to you guys. And also finally, they also introduced the idea of AMM's serviced infrastructure. So they provide services to other AMMs who want to be a part of the Cosmos ecosystem and who want to become cross-chain and multi-chain in the future. So they offer that service, which is not really provided by many other AMMs, right? So you can go through this information in order to get more information about how these three unique features makes Cosmos's Osmosis ecosystem very beneficial and much more superior compared to other platforms, right? So now that we quickly went through this, let's go to the website itself, which is osmosis.zone. So first of all, you guys need to understand that this project has been around for quite some time, and they have a lot of things going on the website, and the most important thing is that if you need to access their app itself, you need to have a Kepler wallet, which is the most popular Atom based wallet that you need to have. There are other Cosmos ecosystem based wallets that you can use, but Kepler wallet is the most popular. But this is something that you need to understand because it's not like similar to how you can use MetaMask or different RPCs on MetaMask to customize different blockchains, right? This is a separate blockchain in of itself, which is a part of the Cosmos ecosystem. So you need to have the Kepler wallet, right? So if you see right off the bat, they have a pretty cool website, Interchain Liquidity Lab, which is what they call themselves. You can click on Launch App in order to launch their platform. This is a cool graphic, which is kind of like the iconic graphic of pretty much not just the Osmosis ecosystem, but also the Atom ecosystem as a whole. The largest interchain DEX within the Cosmos ecosystem. They have $167 million worth of total value locked, $13.4 million in trading volume in the past 24 hours, as well as 1,000 plus interchain transfers. Again, these are interchains that mostly are within the Cosmos ecosystem, but they also have bridges for Solana, Ethereum, and several other blockchains as well, right? So if you scroll further below, you can see more graphics. So get mixin. Again, you can analyze different charts for liquidity pools. You can govern, because Osmo token is a governance token, so you can use that token to govern the protocol. You can obviously build your own native interchain dApps that can interact with the Cosmos ecosystem as well as Osmosis as a whole. As well as you can access the community as well, right? So the community information is given at the bottom of the page, including their GitHub, Twitter account, and so on and so forth, which you can access directly from their page, right? Pretty straightforward and elegant website. A lot of information is presented in bite-sized pieces, which is very important, right? You can click on the ecosystem button here in order to access the ecosystems. You can see the bridge, explorer, community, wallet, trading front end. You can kind of sort it out based on different themes. And if you see, Osmosis is the main DEX. Mars is a dApp that used to be on the Terra Luna ecosystem, but now it's kind of its own thing and it's trying to migrate to the Atom ecosystem. Yondao, Kado, and so on. Like, there's a lot of things going on here which you need to clearly go through in detail in order to access the different functionalities, right? So that's also Osmosis Frontier as well. which allows for creating front-end dApps that use Osmosis liquidity, right? So there's so much information here that you can go through in the ecosystem tab that provides a lot of information about projects that are constantly working closely with Osmosis as well as the Atom ecosystem as a whole, right? So if you click on Launch App, it takes you to the app itself. Again, as I said, you need to have a Kepler wallet. This is just going to be an informational video, so I don't really have a Kepler wallet on my phone to show you guys, but it's pretty straightforward. You can basically see the swap functionality that allows you to swap between different tokens within the Osmosis ecosystem. You can click on pools to access the pools that are currently available. They used to have incentivized pools where you can provide liquidity to and earn Osmo tokens, but I think currently they don't have any incentivized tools. You can also stake your Osmo tokens to earn close to 22 to 25% APY on a regular basis, which is pretty incredible considering the fact that this token literally got listed on Binance recently. And you can see the list of assets that are available within the Osmosis ecosystem, as well as you can vote if you want to basically be a part of the community and see other information as well, right? Pretty straightforward, just like a regular AMM DEX, but with slightly more functionalities and flexibilities that you can't really find anywhere else, right? So going back to the coin market cap page for this token is currently ranked 209th by market cap on coin market cap, and it's currently trading at $1.55 at the time I'm making this video. So Binance made the announcement like 2 days back, and the token was trading at like $1.10 before the Binance announcement, and immediately after the Binance announcement you can clearly see that the token had pumped quite a bit, and now it's kind of cooling, right? So this is the best time to buy this token because first of all, it's a very high quality project that has been around for quite some time. I would probably call this as an underdog project, and a lot of people haven't really noticed this project. And in fact, if you look at the markets tab, which we'll go through in a few seconds, this project has not been listed on any major exchange, right? So the fact that it got listed on Binance was a big surprise, and a lot of people were really excited for it, right? So this token is clearly dumping right now, and it's kind of in the initial phase of dumping. So if you wait a little bit longer, you can probably buy this token at $1.25, $1.20 in that range, which will be a good opportunity to get into this token, right? It's currently down 5.23% just in the past 24 hours. So clearly people are starting to dump after the Binance hype, right? So if you scroll below, you can see the website osmosis.zone. Ensure to use the right website because there are a lot of copycat clone websites that are scams. So be very careful of that. The contract is available only from the Cosmos ecosystem. You can also find the token contract from Ethereum as well as Polygon because they are available as ERC20 tokens on the Ethereum and Polygon ecosystem. And the tags only includes Cosmos ecosystem as well as Injective ecosystem, right? So this is also available as a token to be traded on the Injective protocol, which is another protocol altogether, right? When it comes to market cap, this project, it only got listed on Binance recently, and its market cap already shot up a little bit. The current market cap is still quite low in my personal opinion. It's less than $500 million in market cap. It's exactly at $439 million, right? I feel like this project can be a $1 billion plus market cap token because of all the potential that it has, along with the fact that it only has a Binance listing so far as a major exchange listing. I can see this project even getting listings on Coinbase and several other like top tier 1 exchanges, right? The trading volume has obviously declined in the past 24 hours by 40%, but it's still quite good when it comes to the actual volume itself, which is at $89.8 million in the past 24 hours. So quite good trading volume, which is declining because people are not really, now that people have pumped and dumped this token after the Binance listing, they are not really going to be that interested in this token for quite some time, right? So if you see, the centralized exchange volume has been the highest at $70.3 million in trading volume in the centralized exchanges alone, and decentralized exchange volume is $19.4 million. This number was actually in the opposite right before the Binance listing, right? But now after the Binance listing, the centralized exchange volume has literally like overtaken the decentralized exchange volume because as you would see, this token has had no major centralized exchange listing before the Binance listing has happened. So it's quite a big shift immediately after the Binance launch, right? When it comes to the max supply, this token has a max supply of 1 billion tokens, pretty standard. Not my favorite tokenomics, but it's still not pretty crazy as well, and out of which 28% of the tokens are already in circulation. So again, the staking reward is quite high, and therefore they need to incentivize a lot of people, which is why they have a huge token supply. And for people who provide liquidity, they do earn Osmos tokens that can be staked in the Kepler wallet to earn additional income. But I think for now, it's safe to say that this token will still face tokenomics-based price slumping, because a lot of new tokens will be dumped into the market pretty soon, right? Once we see the charts, you'll understand why, because it's already happening with this token, right? When it comes to charts itself, you can see that this token had actually performed very well in the early stages of this token's life cycle, but recently it's obviously dumped like crazy, and you can clearly see that the Binance listing has made this token spike a little bit. But if you see, the initial price of this token was at $5.12 as of 10th of April 2021, and then kind of like went down, and then mostly was making short-term gains for people who invested early on, until it dumped to a price of $4.05 as of 17th of December 2021, and then from there it started shooting up, reaching its first all-time high of $9.85, took a small breather, and then made its current all-time highs of $11.14 as of 3rd of March 2022. From there on, it started declining pretty crazily. It in fact reached a new all-time low of 87 cents as of July this year, and then it slowly started moving sideways. It's still moving sideways until the Binance listing, which made it shoot up to $1.55 from a low price of $1.17, right? So it's obviously going to dump again, move sideways. Maybe it will reach the $1.25, $1.20 mark. That will probably be the lowest this token will go because of the Binance listing, obviously. But if you buy this token at that price point, you're still buying it from a really good discounted price from its all-time high, right? So that's a good thing about this token, and I feel like this token has a good potential in the future. So buying it at this price point would be a good thing if you're trying to buy this token, right? Obviously, don't buy it because of watching this video. Make sure you do your own research, right? A lot of people ask me how much money they suggest that I put onto a particular token. I provide 3 scenarios: the basic, easier and lower risk option, a slightly higher risk option, as well as a degen option. So this token, considering the fact that it's been listed on Binance, I can easily suggest you guys to put in a low risk option of $500 into this token, which may seem like a lot, but it's still a low risk option to make some money onto this token, especially considering the fact that this token is still close to its all-time lows right now, right? If you put in $500 into this token, you will get 321 tokens at the time I'm making this video, and I can easily see this token going another another 10 to 20x easily in the next bull rally, which will put this token easily at if you put $500, and if it does a 10x, it's an easy $5,000 gain, and if it goes to 20x, it's a $10,000 gain, right? So easily you can make up to $10,000 from a $500 investment, which is definitely possible with this token, right? When it comes to a slightly riskier option, obviously I'm going to suggest you to double the $500 input into $1,000 input, which may seem like a lot, but it's still much better compared to the degen option that I'm going to suggest to you. If you put in $1,000, you get 642 tokens at the time I'm making this video, and if it does a 10x, you get an easy $10,000. 20x will give you $20,000 in a gain by just investing $1,000, right? This is definitely possible, because I feel like the next bull rally will probably be the best bull rally for this particular token, as well as many other tokens that we covered on my channel, right? When it comes to the degen option, I suggest you to put no more than $5,000, because this is obviously a huge amount of money for pretty much everyone who's watching this video, but there are people who are willing to put in that much money into this token, and for you who's willing to put into this token $5,000, you will get 3,210 tokens at the time I'm making this video, and if it does a 10x, you get $50,000, and a 20x will give you $100,000 in gains. Again, this is all speculation, but a reasonably logical speculation, considering the fact that this token has been around for quite some time, and it's a very high quality price, pretty much the premium DEX or AMM of the Atom ecosystem, right? And Atom is going to be here for quite some time as well, because it is also a very it's starting to get more and more popularity. So as Atom ecosystem grows, this project will also start growing as well, right? So expecting a 10 to 20x is not a unreasonable expectation. And if you put in $5,000, you can make potentially $50,000 to $100,000 in gains, right? Which is pretty cool and crazy if you ask me, right? So when it comes to markets, as I said, markets, you will easily find, that Osmosis is pretty much the only exchange where you can buy this token from, apart from a few random centralized exchanges which don't really make a lot of sense. But if you take a look at the centralized exchange options on CoinMarketCap's page, you can see Binance probably is the main and the only major exchange that has listed this token as a popular centralized exchange, right? Every other exchange, you need to take it with a grain of salt, with the exception of MEXC. But yeah, that's the only thing that is available. Binance is the only major exchange apart from MEXC that has listed this token in a centralized basis. Apart from that, you can mainly buy this token in an easier and high liquidity manner through Osmosis itself. You can buy it from their own DEX with multiple different token pairs and a lot of liquidity and trading volume, right? So Osmosis is probably the best place to buy this token from, with low gas fees and pretty much self-custody of your tokens. But if you want to buy it from a centralized exchange, I would suggest you to stick with Binance and MEXC, right? So what's my final verdict on this token, guys? I think this token has a lot of benefits. It's one of the unique projects that has gone unnoticed for a very long time until recently. Obviously, after the Binance listing, this definitely prompts a question: will this token get a Coinbase listing? The answer is yes, it definitely can get a Coinbase listing pretty soon. It is a very high quality project that has a very important presence in the Cosmos ecosystem, and the token is a governance token. It's pretty much governed by the entire community. The token has done pretty well in the past, and it has a huge potential to do well in the next bull rally as well. The token has a relatively low market cap and extremely high opportunities to make some really passive income, because you can stake it and make 20%, close to 25% in APYs, and you can also provide liquidity to get some Osmosis tokens as well, right? So clearly there's a lot of positives about this project that will definitely make you a lot of money in the next bull rally, along with a possible Coinbase listing as well, because Coinbase is looking at projects that they want to kind of like list on their exchange, and Osmosis could be in their radar. Obviously there's no guarantee about this, but I think it has a high chance of happening sooner than later, right? But again, remember guys, you guys are not regular investors, you guys are brutal investors, so stay brutal. Thank you very much for watching my video, guys. If you like my video, please hit the like button and subscribe for more videos. See you in my next video. Bye.